regular guy. Call me at 3, that's a regular time. Want me to meet her at 4, I tell her for sure, and we have a hell of a time. Way before I was the boy, I was sleeping on floors, and now the whip leather inside. She get what she want from the store, 'cause she fuck like a whore. I tell her the pleasure is mine. Now wait before we get into this, I promise I do it. This shit been way deep in the music. Baby start acting a little foolish, so I got me a new bitch, and she give me hit like I'm stupid. My baby don't like to be wrong. She wearing Dolce Gabbana, don't fuck her be long. New bitch can't handle her own, and she let me do shit you told me I couldn't before.
Way before we get into this, I promise I do it. This tattoo is deeper than music. Back in our bags and the drought never lasts, and I ain't got an ass. Give me hair like a student. She know I can never be wrong. Know what I'm on. Stepping in Louis Vuitton. No, I won't answer my phone. Busy doing shit you told me I couldn't before. With or without you, I'm good on my own. Foot on they neck, got our foot in the dough. Look how we grown. Love the doubt you go and talk about you. They get put in a song. Promise I just need a reason. I've been with the cheese and we just trying to even the odds. No shit ain't never been easy.
What's up, guys? Your boys are back. I'm Ryan, my man George.
What's up, guys? How you living out there? Shout out to the free thinkers, and of course, shout out to everybody that's been following us on Def to Radio. That's DEAF2 Radio. That's our Instagram. Make sure you guys follow us there.
And as always, make sure you like, subscribe, make sure the notification bell set to all so you get all of our videos as they drop. Up and coming artists, make sure you click the link in the description. We'll do about 60 seconds of your song in the front of one of our up and coming videos to get you some exposure, just like the artist in front of this video. Make sure you check that out if you're interested. All right, guys, so we're getting to Ren. This song is called Hi Ren. I know this has got a big buzz online, man. You guys kind of sent us a lot of messages on Instagram, and we've got people on our personal line. Man, you got to check this out, man. This is an interesting listen, man, and it's got a music video, and you know, you got to kind of check it out.
This is one of those situations, man, where we just don't know anything about an artist, man. We are going into this completely blind. We are solely going off of what was just come at us on. We've seen some comments on YouTube. We've seen a lot of people blow us up on Def to Radio.
Yep.
Okay, you know what I mean? So that's where we're at with this artist. Know nothing about him. We're going to give him a shot because you guys requested it. Let's just see. Ren Hi Ren.
Hi there, Ren. It's been a little while. Did you miss me?
I promise you guys, the people who want us to shut the fuck up and not say anything like those, because we, even to this day, people are like, oh, y'all motherfuckers talk too much, which is, you know,
We do.
fair.
Yeah, I think we
fair. I'm not gonna dispute you on that. We are not gonna be stopping this video is the point I'm making very often. This is 9 minutes, so no, we're not gonna stop it. We gotta get through the video. But I do want to point out some things that I feel like are pretty obvious. He's got a hospital gown on. He's in what I feel like is what?
Wheelchair?
A dungeon. Oh, yeah, that too. He's in a wheelchair. He's in a dungeon / I don't know where he's at. Maybe, what do you think, a psych ward?
Something like that. Well, the dude that fucking brought him out had a fucking pig face with a with blood on it. So it's either a psych ward or a fucking slaughterhouse. One of the two.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
And now he's playing the guitar, right? And then he's also singing. And it looks like before I stopped it, he started to rap. So I just wanted to acknowledge that there's a lot of interesting creative things I feel like going on here that caught me off guard. I feel like I got caught off guard 3 different times. You know, him with the guitar, huh?
The yodeling.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that was interesting. Operatic vocals or whatever you want to call that. You know what I'm saying? Ryan mentioned Fifth Element. I think that's like the Blue Chicken Fifth Element when she was hitting them notes. Gave me them vibes. So I want to acknowledge before we get into this, the guy clearly has talent.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think it's just very different. The acoustic guitar, the vocals in this, now he's rapping. and in the imagery in this video. Just want to acknowledge that. We're gonna let it rock. Okay, let's get back to it.
Hi there, Ren. It's been a little while. Did you miss me? You thought you buried me, didn't you? Risky. Cause I always come back. Deep down, you know that. Deep down, you know I'm always in periphery. Ren, on your pleased to see me. It's been weeks since we spoke, bro. I know you need me. You're the sheep, I'm the shepherd. Not your place to lead me. Not your place to be biting off the hand that feeds me. Hi, Ren. I've been taking some time to be distant. I've been taking some time to be still. I've been taking some time to be by myself since my therapist told me I'm ill. And I've been making some progress lately. And I've learned some new coping skills. So I haven't really needed you much, man. I think we need to just step back and chill. Ren, you sound more insane than I do. You think that those doctors are really there to guide you? Been through this a million times. Your civilian mind is so perfect at always being lied to. Okay, take another pill, boy. Drown yourself in the sound of white noise. Follow this 10-step program, rejoice. All your problems will be gone. Fucking dumb boy. Nah, mate. This time is different, man. Trust me. I feel like things might be falling in place.
You said creative George. That's what I'm hearing, man. It seems like he's having an internal struggle with maybe the good part of his alter ego, the good part of his mind, as versus the bad part of his mind. I'm thinking of that cartoon of two angels. You know, an angel and the devil. So maybe he is in a psychiatric ward of some sort.
Yep. Struggling with mental illness. I think it's his addiction because he mentioned pop another pill. Right, so maybe it's just this pill addiction that he's been struggling with, or whatever the case may be. But very interesting. Let's keep it going.
Ren, you sound more insane than I do. You think that those doctors are really there to guide you? Been through this a million times. Your civilian mind is so perfect at always being lied to. Okay, take another pill, boy. Drown yourself in the sound of white noise. Follow this 10-step program, rejoice. All your problems will be gone. Fucking dumb boy. Nah, mate. This time is different, man. Trust me. I feel like things might be falling in place. And my music's been kinda doing bits too. Like I actually might do something great. And when I'm gone, maybe I'll be remembered for doing something special with myself. That's why I don't think that we should talk, man. Cause when you're with me, it never seems to help. You think that you can amputate me? I am you, you are me, you are I am we are one. Split in two, that makes one. So you see, you gotta kill you if you wanna kill me. I'm not leftover dinner, I'm not scraps.
That was hard.
Yeah.
That was hard. I am you, you are me, we are one. You gotta kill you if you wanna, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you wanna kill me. That was hard. I just wanna say it was hard. Let's keep it going. Struggling not to talk.
Maybe I'll be remembered for doing something special with myself. That's why I don't think that we should talk, man. Cause when you're with me, it never seems to help. You think that you can amputate me? I am you, you are me, you are I am we are one. Split in two, that makes one. So you see, you gotta kill you if you wanna kill me. I'm not leftover dinner, I'm not scraps on the side. Oh, your music is thriving, delusional guy. Where's your top 10 hit? Where's your interview with Oprah? Where are your Grammys, Ren? Nowhere. Yeah, but my music's not commercial like that. I never chase numbers, statistics or stats. I never write hooks for the radio, they never even play me, so why would I concern myself with that? But my music is really connecting, and the people who find it respect it. And for me that's enough, cause this life's been tough, so it gives me a purpose I can rest in. Man, you sound so pretentious. Ren, your music is so self-centered. No one wants to hear another song about how much you hate yourself. Trust me. You should be so lucky, having me inside you to guide you, remind you to manage expectations, provide you perspective. That thing you neglected, I get it. You wanna be a big deal, next Jimi Hendrix, forget it. Man, it's not like that. Man, it's just like that. I'm inside you, you twat. No, it's not, man, you're wrong. When I write, I belong. Let me break the fourth wall by acknowledging this song. Ren sits down, has a stroke of genius. He wants to write a song that was not done previous. A battle with his subconscious, Eminem did it. Played on guitar, Plan B did it. Man, you're not original, you criminal rip-off artist. The pinnacle of your success is stealing other people's material. Ren, mate, we've heard it all before. She sells seashells on the seashore. Fuck you, I don't need you, I don't need to hear this. Cause I'm fine by myself, I'm a genius. And I will be great, and I will make waves, and I'll shake up the whole world beneath us. That's right, speak your truth, your fucking God complex leaks out of you. It's refreshing to ask for you, say it instead of downplay it.
Music is all about the creative process, and if people can find something to relate to within that, then that's just a bonus.
Fuck you.
Real talk though, man, I feel like, this is something that probably a lot of people go through as far as internal struggles every day. He's talking about his creativity and being an artist. But real talk, man, I think people have conversations with that subconsciously in themselves throughout life, no matter what you do for work. He's speaking some real shit, you know?
Self-doubt. What am I picking out in here? Self-doubt, anxiety, right? Confidence issues, right? He's this whole Eminem flip that he's doing, I thought was actually really, really clever.
Yeah.
Because in my mind, I was like, oh, he's clearly Eminem inspired. And yes, I've heard songs about just performative like this, talking about, mental illness. I was like, I kind of heard this before, but I'm going to let it rock. And then he hits me with, yeah, of course, seashells by the seashore, right? It's been done before. So that was a nice creative twist in there that really, caught my interest, man. Salute to Ren, man. This is actually impressive.
Music is all about the creative process, and if people can find something to relate to within that, then that's just a bonus.
Fuck you, I'ma fucking kill you, Ren. Well, fucking kill me then, let's fucking have you, Ren. I'ma do it, watch me prove it. Who are you to doubt my music? Cause I call the shots, I choose if you die. Yeah, I call the shots and so I choose who survives. I'll tie you up in knots when I lock you inside. Newsflash. I was created at the dawn of creation. I am temptation. I am the snake in Eden. I am the reason for treason. Beheading all kings, I am sin, with no rhyme or reason. Son of the morning, Lucifer, Antichrist, father of lies. Mephistopheles, truth in a blender, deceitful pretender, the banished avenger, the righteous surrender. When standing in front of my solar eclipse, my name is stitched to your lips. So you see, I won't bow to the will of a mortal. Feeble and normal, you wanna kill me? I'm eternal immortal. I live in every decision that catalyzes chaos, that causes division. I live inside death, the beginning of end. I am you, you are me, I am you, Ren. Hi, Ren. I've been taking some time to be distant. I've been taking some time to be still. I've been taking some time to be by myself, and I've spent half my life ill. But just as sure as the tide starts turning, just as sure as the night has dawned, just as sure as the rainfall soon runs dry when you stand in an eye of a storm. I was made to be tested and twisted. I was made to be broken and beat. I was made by his hand, it's all part of his plan that I stand on my own 2 feet. And you know me, my will is eternal. And you know me, you've met me before. Face to face with a beast, I will rise from the east and I'll settle on the ocean floor. And I go by many names also. Some people know me as hope. Some people know me as the voice that you hear when you loosen the noose on the rope. And you know how I know that I'll prosper? Cause I stand here beside you today. I have stood in the flames that cremated my brain, and I didn't once flinch or shake. So cower at the man I've become when I sing from the top of my lungs. That I won't retire, I'll stand in your fire, inspire that me to be strong. And when I am gone, I will rise in the music that I left behind. Ferocious, persistent, immortal like you, we're a climate different side.
Okay.
When I was 17 years old, I shouted out into an empty room, into a blank canvas, that I would defeat the forces of evil. And for the next 10 years of my life, I suffered the consequences, with autoimmunity, illness, and psychosis. As I got older, I realized there were no real winners and there were no real losers in psychological warfare, but there were victims and there were students. It wasn't David versus Goliath. It was a pendulum, eternally swaying from the dark to the light. And the more intensely that the light shone, the darker the shadow it cast. It was never really a battle for me to win. It was an eternal dance. And like a dance, the more rigid I became, the harder it got. The more I cursed my clumsy footsteps, the more I struggled. So I got older, and I learned to relax. And I learned to soften, and that dance got easier. It is this eternal dance that separates human beings from angels, from demons, from gods. And I must not forget, we must not forget, that we are human beings.
First things first, man, I have to admit, man, that was very creative. That was an extremely entertaining video. I thought that he put his heart and soul into that, and I thought that it felt really authentic. And I felt that, especially the ending of that, I thought was excellent. That was, arguably to me, the most profound thing he said throughout the entire song. Obviously, I know that this is sort of, he mentioned psychological warfare at the end, right? This whole psychological warfare within oneself that he played on throughout the entire song. At first, it was a part of himself, and then he mentioned in towards the end that this was like, it was bigger than him, or something along those lines, right? He went into some sort of biblical breakdown. This is good versus evil. It was almost like it's sin. It's even in his conclusion, it felt like this is just more of a battle between the darkness and the light in all of us, right? We all have darkness. We all have light that we're fighting. And this is sort of like, in biblical terms, this is this temptation versus hope and faith. It's almost a battle between the imperfections of being a human being versus constantly striving to be good, even though you have temptations to be bad, or the world we live in tempting us to do things that we probably shouldn't do, or think in ways that we probably shouldn't think. It's an eternal dance. And I thought that was very profound, because it's true. I believe it's true. I believe there's always an eternal a dance between going the path of darkness and going the path of light, depending on what we're talking about. And I almost felt like that was the devil. He was like, yeah, well, you can't get rid of me. I'm the devil. I'm always going to be here. There is no getting away from me. He sort of gave us that revelation at the end when he said he was suffering from an autoimmune disease and psychosis. Obviously, mental illness in general, it seems like what he suffered with throughout this entire thing. And I just think that's just real, man. The pendulum always is going to swing from the darkness to the light. And the more you try to, force one, and I think specifically what he said was the harder I went to the light, the harder the darker shadow became, or something like that is what he said. Instead of just understanding that you're human, you're imperfect, and not being so hard on yourself, right? Because being hard on yourself then moves you, I guess, more towards the darkness. So there's a lot in here that won't be able to be broken down in a quick on-the-spot reaction that I don't think is going to do justice. And again, I just want to touch on the performance of this. I felt like this is very, very theatrical. Yeah. I felt like this could be in a play, and he can probably tour in a couple more songs like this. He can do his own little tour. He can be on Broadway with something like this, which I thought was important. And I know this is probably, I guess, technically rap, but I didn't really look at this as a rap song, even though I can clearly, you mentioned Eminem, and I can clearly hear him rhyming. But this was something that I didn't really look at as a rap song. It was just its own thing, honestly, which is kudos to him, because I don't know if I've ever heard anything like this, with the singing and the guitar work and the performative theatrical display throughout this entire thing. It was his own thing. You know what I mean? So that's where I'm at right now. I'm gonna let Ryan take over. That's where I'm at right now. I was just very impressed by him pushing creative boundaries.
I echo a lot of your sentiments, man, and I feel the same way. I think that he really is creative, man, and I love the way he brought this to life via the video, via YouTube. I think it's kind of semi-viral, right?
Yeah.
And the way you guys brought this to, and I see why, because the dude is dope.
I see why you guys kind of hit us up too.
Yeah, this dude is
it's like kind of like Joyner Lucas is. Some of the videos that Joyner Lucas did that aren't necessarily something that I think needs to be a song, or something that you revisit as a song, but as just marveling at the experience, the artistry. Yeah,
it's beautiful, beautiful. So I think he did a great job. I agree with you, George. Really quick, his kind of outro eulogy that he had for this whole presentation, I'm gonna call it, because that's kind of the way I felt. I felt like he was really put on a show here. I thought that was beautiful, man. I feel like we all can see ourselves in this, even though we may not have a disability or autoimmune disease or anything like that. We could still see similarities in our struggles with good versus evil. The right road is not always the easiest road, you know? And I feel like that's what I'm trying to internalize from what I heard here. That's why I really love that last passage. And I love that you said that this is kind of a lot to break down on a first time listen, because I feel like if we read it again, like, oh man, I would probably have so many other different interpretations. Honestly, man, I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. When this first started, I was like, oh God, man, I don't even know if I'm gonna like this, man. But I actually enjoyed that, dude. I actually enjoyed that. It's not for me to go back and listen to it, and that, I'm not saying that like, oh man, this is the best shit ever. I'm not saying that, but what I got out of it was impactful, and I would share this. Can you appreciate it? Can you apply what he's saying to your personal life? Dude, that's a win.
Yep. And I think that sometimes when people look at mental illness, I think that it's just like, it almost comes off like this mythical thing for some people. Like, yeah, okay. You know what I'm saying? But I think when he breaks it down, and he breaks it down to good and evil, and the good and evil that we all I think everyone at that point can kind of relate and say, you know what? On some level, right? It makes it more personal for everyone versus this particular person's issue. And I think on some level we can all say, oh shit, yeah, we all are impacted by that. It gives people that angle to say, you know what? Since we are all struggling with our angels and our demons, some people struggle a little bit more than others, but at least it is a struggle. It does exist. Yes, you know what I'm saying? Instead of it just being, people just waving it off like, yeah, okay. Mental illness, yeah, sure. So I think that could be what this can highlight for a lot of people who are maybe on the side of just not even taking it seriously. And I think another thing that's interesting is that I can definitely see Eminem's influence in him. And it's interesting that he did like the B-Rabbit shit. If you watch 8 Mile, like Eminem took what the other dude was gonna say and basically flipped it on him. I know what you're gonna say about me. You're gonna say I'm a white boy from the trailer park, boom, 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 and the dude had nothing else to say. And he kind of did that in his own way. Like, I know you're probably gonna say this has been done before, and another dude, this Plan B, whoever Plan B is, maybe we need to do something from Plan B, had a guitar, right? And Eminem already had the self-conscious, the talking to his conscious thing, and then he flipped that again. So I just saw his influence in that, but he had a really creative way of introducing that, because I was 1000%, when this video was over, I was definitely gonna say, yeah, he kind of went the Eminem route, and I saw Eminem's influence even with the "I'ma fucking kill you" and all this other stuff he kept saying to his alter ego or his subconscious. So great job by Hi Ren, man.
Yeah, man.
That's all I gotta say, man. Great job. Yep. That's it. That was just excellent, very well done. Not something that I could see myself revisiting, but I did get something. It was very impactful. I got something out of it, like you were saying, Ryan. I got something out of that, though, man. So salute to him. Give us more from him. That's in the video. If you guys enjoyed that, please hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I'm George. That's Ryan. Los to Vegas. We out.